It doesn't define you. God loves you, and his mind won't change about you. His actions won't change toward you. Oh, but a lot of people are sure they will. That's why I got some pushback when I wrote a post that said, God is not the cause of your tragedy or trauma, nor is he waiting to punish you for your imperfections. But, someone replied, I read in Isaiah where God spoke about judgment. Okay, that's fair. There are warnings of doom and punishment and judgment from the prophets of the Old Testament, such as Isaiah. This is where separating the covenants, old and new, before Jesus and because of Jesus helps. First, these people were under Jewish law, which defined certain punishments for certain sins. The prophets were warning of these punishments. We aren't under Jewish law anymore. Secondly, many of these prophecies were fulfilled by about 500 to 600 years before Jesus was born during what's called the Babylonian exile. This was the time when Jerusalem was taken over by the Babylonians, the Jewish temple was destroyed, and the people were scattered outside of Jerusalem. But if we're going by the words of Isaiah, we have to keep reading. Because through him, in Isaiah 57:16, and there are other instances too in Isaiah, God assured his people, I will not always be angry. That's exactly what he said. I will not always be angry. And later, God, through Isaiah, goes on to describe a future of grace, of forgiveness, and a time when God will pour out his Spirit on people. But, someone said, sin has to be punished. But I say it was. Jesus took the punishment. In the cruelest way ever, by the way. And in doing so, as John the Baptist said, he took away the sin of the world. In doing so, as Paul said in Colossians 1:20, God reconciled everything to himself. He made peace with everything in heaven and on earth by means of Christ's blood on the cross. Someone who's at peace with someone isn't looking to punish them. They aren't looking to afflict them. There are various reasons for tragedies and traumas and sicknesses and symptoms, of course. Mostly, we live in a world that isn't the way God originally created it. It's fallen, and we experience its fallen effects. But none of those effects are the result of God being mad because you're bad. There are lots of good reasons not to sin. But staying on God's good side isn't one of them. You are already on the good side of your good God, and that isn't going to change. Okay, I covered a lot here, I know. And maybe you're struggling with some of the things I said. That's okay. May I recommend something to help you, though? Something you can sit with and digest slowly at your own pace. It's my newest book, Permission to Be Imperfect. How to strive less, stress less, sin less. Notice that order in the subtitle. It's intentional. As you strive less, you stress less, and you naturally then sin less. The true gospel empowers that kind of progression. In the book, I take you through the scriptures that back why this is true, but also the science that back it too. God designed the body to reflect his spiritual principles. So in the book, you'll learn why love and grace fuel growth and change in ways that rules and performance can't. Get Permission to Be Imperfect wherever books are sold, or I'll send you a signed copy when you order it through my website at kylewinkler.org/imperfect.